to toe. Hot topic dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view, so tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen, because we spittin' and sippin'. The Stezo Radio Show, 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 the Stezo Radio Show.
All right, y'all, welcome back to another edition of Stezo Radio. Y'all been asking for it, and we're going to do it. But we're going to talk about R. Kelly in a different way, or the R. Kelly case, surviving R. Kelly, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do it in a different way. We're not going to do the whole social media back and forth and the blah, blah, blahs. We're going to come at you all in a different way. So let's get to these intros, and maybe they can learn something. Go.
Nola Fox.
So do you have to guess whether or not the ladies go first around here or what?
No, I just know.
Yeah,
You know what it is.
You be taking too long, nigga.
You
Speed
know
up.
what it is.
Speed up.
That's because you be staying all on my goddamn left side.
I'm all on your bumper. I can't help it.
Damn. Pull up to my bumper, baby.
This
In
is
2019.
Look at her singing and shit.
That's how we start.
The hell?
This how we start in the new year. Oh.
Can I introduce myself?
Go ahead.
I don't have to.
Okay.
Let's do this.
That was ancient Kurt, y'all. That was ancient Kurt.
I just wanted to keep talking like he do.
We done flip sides.
It don't work the same, though. It
I
don't work.
see.
It don't work the same.
Nah,
You
it's-
can't out-talk ancient. Y'all gonna learn that
We
sooner or
gotta
later.
master this shit.
Yeah. 3 generations. All right, like I said, we talking R. Kelly. And don't get scared. Don't get worried. We're not finna do the whole he did or did not do it. You know what I'm saying? That's been big talk on social media. I don't give a fuck where you at. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, even Snapchat. I mean, just everywhere.
Take your opinion, and that's it.
Right.
Whatever
You know
your
what I'm saying?
opinion is, that's the truth.
Now, if you want to know, yes. If y'all listen to the show for the longest, I've always said, yeah, dude is sick. He's a monster. Stop fucking with Kells a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. That's just my feeling.
It's funny. I never paid for none of his music. I ordered that shit through BMG, and then I called him and told him, I ain't 18. I ain't paying for this shit. And then everything else after 12 play was a bootleg. I've
Right.
never bought Kells music, ever.
But
I rocks the shit out of it.
But like Ancient said, though, it's kind of funny how we keep thinking, because of our age and our generation, that everybody knew what R. Kelly was on. But us having kids today that's grown in the eyes of the law, 18 and over, they didn't know shit about Aaliyah. This documentary was really, eye-opening to them.
Eye-opening to their generation.
Yeah. They didn't know shit about...
My daughter's like, he dated Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Like, this was a fucking... She was baffled. Like, what?
Yeah. So y'all gotta remember these things. Now, the one thing I want to touch on from the documentary is...
Wait a minute, it's a docu-series.
Yeah, you're right. 'Cause it was 6 parts. From the docu-series.
6 long-ass parts, too.
Yeah.
Would you come on? That's what I was on the whole time.
What I want to touch on from the docu-series is, after it was all said and done, Twitter went crazy. And they went crazy because they started bringing up how, I guess you call her the creator, Dream Hampton. They were going crazy saying how they doing this for a check. And she kept saying over and over, nobody got paid. Nobody got paid. Nobody got paid. They volunteered. Nobody got paid. Yeah,
The docu-series?
yeah, nobody got paid. So that was one thing. And then the other thing was, how come more celebrities, entertainers, and especially those in the music business, didn't come forward to talk about R. Kelly? And the thing is this, people. I don't know if this is a petty moment or what, but why the fuck would they come forward when they was doing some of the same shit?
The pot calling the kettle black.
Right. Drug dealers don't talk about other drug dealers.
Right.
That's snitching, man.
Yeah. They not finna tell on themselves.
This whole don't tell shit ain't went nowhere. Motherfuckers ain't on that. They ain't on that at all.
Right. What y'all thought the Me Too movement just started because of actors and actresses?
So, executive producer means you pay for the whole thing, right?
Pay for the whole music project?
No, this whole docuseries. So, his ex-wife was the executive producer of this docuseries.
And that's the one with
That's
the
Andrea, what's her name? Kelly, right? She's still a Kelly. She still got the name. Yeah. She is the executive producer of this whole demo.
Yeah, she is one
In the
of
credits, one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's one of them.
So, you know how they say lead the way? You follow the leader. People are like, man, if she's still singing his music and praising his musical genius, I could still do that too.
Yeah, because all
And
those
she
videos start coming up.
She been all over the net with that shit.
Yeah, videos coming up with My Baby Daddy, and if y'all haven't seen it, man, just search the fan page or just search Google.
But I like how they started the whole scenario off with, you know, his bio. This is where he come from. This is how he grew up. You know, this is instantly. This is what happened to him.
You have to give a background.
But this is instant. But the first thing they jump down on is this is what happened to him. This is supposed to justify why he is the way he is. He was molested as a child. Like,
yeah, and I seen that a lot online too. That they was like, well, we gotta take it easy on R. Kelly because he was molested.
I seen somebody ask the question. They say, okay, so if the girl that her mother, what was her name, Dominique and whatever, if that girl, her mother rescued her, she goes back to live with her mother, and, you know, happily ever after, blah, blah. But
hey, hold on, Dominique, the one that was...
That's the one that was in the hotel room. Her mama was looking for her.
Yeah, she seen her on TMZ or something. And she went to Beverly Hills looking for her.
Right.
And they went to the hotel room.
Right.
The manager got the room key.
The one that grew up she was a basketball player.
Okay.
They mentioned the white girl, and the white girl did the interview and said that this was her best friend, and she noticed that things were different. Blah blah. That one.
That was the same one?
That's two different ones.
No,
yeah,
Nika. She called her Nika.
No,
Dominique was
the
the
basketball player was the one that got peed on.
Yeah, the basketball player is Sparkle's niece.
Yeah, that's Sparkle's niece.
Wait a minute. See, I was under the impression that the Dominique girl was the basketball player.
No, the Dominique girl is who he changed over to look like a boy.
Look like a little boy.
Remember,
I thought she started off like that.
No.
I mean, I thought she started off butch, like you know. Damn. So I might have to. Fuck, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this shit again. I'm out the loop then. But whoever it was, the girl, if the girl, say 2022, 2023, you hear that she got a little boy or a little girl in a cult, and she's, you know, doing the same shit R. Kelly so-called did to her, would you criminalize her? Are you gonna blame her? That's what they were saying. Exactly, because that's what they were saying. They was giving him an out. Would you give her an out?
No, R. Kelly doesn't get an out.
No, a lot of people was giving him one though. That's what I'm saying. He don't get no out, but it's a lot of people making excuses for him. Oh, that's why he liked that, and all them girls was fast, and I seen. Wait a minute, but I seen some shit that kind of made sense. They were talking about, you know, a lot of these school teachers that's being sucked into the situation where they, you know, they had sex with students and got them pregnant and all that type of shit.
Sucked into it. How are they sucked?
This is what they said. This is what they said. They said sucked into it. That was the term that they used. I used that specifically because of what I'm talking about. They say that a adolescent girl who wants to be with a man can be the most persuasive motherfucker ever to an adult man.
They do.
I've heard this shit in 3 or 4 different fucking like interviews and research, and I'm like, that shit is weird. Like, how in the fuck is it that a little girl can persuade a grown ass man?
A slow sophomore. You telling me a slow sophomore?
But slow in what aspect? Slow as in book smart, slow as in street smart, slow as in naive. Like they hormones. They say their hormones be ran so crazy that they can do all type of shit to turn a man on.
Really?
To make a man really have to make a game time decision about he about to get in trouble with this shit or if he not. Now I done been through high school.
I know what I'm saying is
we supposed to be dumb as hell, pretty much.
Obviously, y'all have no self-control.
We supposed to be dumb as hell.
It's not about self-control.
It ain't about self-control. It's about getting caught.
They're trying to make this on women to say, like, man, these men, what are we supposed to do? You lock me in a candy store for 7 days.
And tell me not to eat candy?
And you telling me if I eat sugar, I'm going to die, but I got to eat to live. That's what this society is right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never seen the movie The Crush mentioned more than from this motherfucking whole R. Kelly thing. Like, they think every girl, I'm not saying they, but they make it seem like, man, if she wants you, she gonna get you. Like as as grown men, we sitting in the corner somewhere sweating. Like,
Hey.
I'm trying to say no to this 15-year-old.
I remember
but
being in high school, and we had this one teacher that was the female basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
He was a guy, right? He taught the female team, or coached the female team. And I remember one time, he told me and 2 other guys to stay after class.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat there the whole time he was having this conversation with these 2 girls. The whole time. Door open, you know what I'm saying, to the classroom, whatever. And when they left, he was like, all right, y'all can go. And we was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you just had me sit here. It's after school. I'm ready to go. You just had me sit here for nothing.
He was covering his
and
ass.
later on down the line, as I think about it, like, he was using us to cover his ass.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing,
maybe
or he was attempting not to do something. He was tempted, and
maybe he wasn't tempted, or maybe he just was like, I'm not putting myself in that position,
in that situation
to even get.
This the same motherfucker though that he caught a DUI later on down the line after running like state championships and all type of shit, being like the man on the coach's side, and got kicked out and fired from the job.
But in that situation with the girls and y'all staying there, that was smart.
I understood that later on, but he had a lot of vices that I think taught him to deal with that situation the way he did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean.
Covering his ass.
It's some other guys that, you know, to the characteristics of a lot of teachers, they were scholastic. They was guys that went to school, learned what was in school, got their scholarships or whatever, went to colleges, learned this shit, and wanted to be a teacher. They was usually geeks, nerds, or the motherfuckers that they, you shown in school. Right. I think that put a guy like that in a scenario where there's some young girls talking real jazzy to him.
Stop. No. I don't care if you're the brainiac, you got PhDs, or if you're an ex-crackhead. If you gonna mess with little girls, you messing with little girls.
Exactly.
I don't think situation. Yeah, I don't think it matters.
I don't think right.
The same thought with R. Kelly. They like, man, R. Kelly dropped out of high school.
No, see, that's what we got to stop, because it's the same thing with women. It's like, you can't say women are these sex. You know, at 12 to 15, they sex crazed. If they want a grown man, they gonna go get them. But then turn around and say the 27-year-old woman that mess with the 15, 16-year-old is just deprived of a man and looking for comfort and love. You know what I'm saying?
That is the part that I could
hold on. We can't go both ways with this. You know what I'm saying? We just got to call people sick for being sick.
Sick is sick. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Male or female. Right.
Yeah, sick is sick.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
There's a topic right there that I like to touch on. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But think of all the men. I was in the barbershop today, and I had a conversation with the guys in the barbershop, and every last one of them said that they had a relationship at any time in their life with a chick that was much older than them. When I say much older, we talking about 5 to 9 years older, where they uncles and they daddies and they brothers and shit was high-fiving them niggas. You got you one, bro. You got you an older, cool girl, blah, blah, whatever they call them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's the same kind of fucking molestation, bro. Like,
no. Dating an older chick. How old were they? Were they grown?
19, and she was 9 years older.
You saying he was 19?
No, that's my story.
No, but I'm saying
I was 19. She was 31.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But we talking about, between the ages of 12 and 15.
No, but the thing that they kept reiterating is the teenage thing. Just because you're 19 don't mean you're ready to be an adult. They say legally you 18, you held to signatures and legal shit like that, but mentally you may not be ready to be.
Yeah, but that's a stretch, dude.
Hold on. Stop. How you gonna say you ain't ready to be an adult, but you just said that y'all was talking about 16-year-olds seducing whole teachers.
Exactly.
Now you can't have it both ways.
That's what I'm saying.
Out here.
I think that you can.
Nah.
Oh, so 16-year-olds can seduce grown men, but you being a 19-year-old man, you're not ready to be an adult?
No, I was, as a 19-year-old man, I probably seduced that woman, but she also let me. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no.
It's the double standard. I'm just saying. All the reason why I brought this up because
but you just said at 19. Out here, but you just said at 19, a man's mind and all that.
I said it's not. It's not always the same. Everybody's not the same. At my particular age, at 19, I was looking for it. I went out gunning for it. I met this motherfucker in a place I wasn't supposed to be.
Okay,
so I know the script.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: at 14, can a 14-year-old guy seduce a 19-year-old woman?
Yeah.
A 14-year-old guy can seduce a 19-year-old woman.
I ain't trying.
The same way a 19-year-old guy
I really
can
don't want to
seduce
go into nobody's business. But
no, it's not about nobody's.
A direct family member of mine. I watched that shit happen.
But see, that's the thing. We're not trying to go into nobody's personal. We just saying looking. Everything is possible, but is it supposed to be done?
No, it's not.
That's what I'm saying. So at 14, the 19-year-old woman supposed to be like, boy, you too young. Get out my face.
Those are two kids, in my mind as a 40-year-old man, those are two children.
But at 14, some of them still in 8th grade, and she graduated high school.
Nigga, I had a beard at 14.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No. I'm not 14-year-old beard.
I did.
No, you didn't. Trust me.
Was you there? How the fuck
I
you
didn't
gonna
have
tell
to
me?
be. I didn't have to be there to know that if I'm 19 and
we do a
saw you
call-in
at
show?
14, you are not my
Nigga,
age.
I had.
So you telling me?
She already know what I'm saying. That she
No. Hold on.
She knew I was not 19.
Stay here for a minute.
She knew I was 14.
You saying at 14 you was passing as 19?
Yes.
No, not never.
All right.
No.
I don't believe that. I ain't going neither.
No,
Not at
nobody.
14.
No. Come on.
I'm just saying, bro.
An 8th grader passing.
I had a beard for a long time.
We're not saying you didn't.
Right. You said
I had
beard shit
I
makes
had-
a difference.
no,
when
I
you
had a
surrounded by
mustache.
other people without beards.
No, I had a mustache and a beard. No, I'm still not. I can't go. No, I couldn't bat squares. Hell no. No.
I had no problem with that shit.
No. Dude, you not finna convince nobody on earth.
I ain't trying to.
Is gonna convince me that at 14
I'm not
you was
supposed to.
passing for over than 18. No,
I'm not supposed to convince you. I just know how I live my life. Wrap it up.
Oh,
Let's
here
move
we-
on to the next
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
bro, I used to go to the fucking liquor store all the time for everybody, bro.
In
That's
8th
what
grade?
I did. Yes.
Okay, all right. Hell no, I don't believe that. No,
I wasn't 8th grade though.
I just said
14.
8th grade. 14.
You said 14.
So at 14, you
14,
was a freshman in high school.
14, I was a sophomore.
Okay. All
I
right.
got to school 13 because my birthday late. 13. I was probably 12 when I was a
Lord
freshman.
have mercy.
Okay. You was
But
12?
by
Okay.
high school, I
Okay.
had a beard, bro, my sophomore year.
Okay.
I have evidence and people that I got pictures. Like,
All right.
I don't know
All
what
right.
else to tell you.
All right.
But I'm just saying that shit happens. Like, it is possible. A 19 and a 14-year-old, those still kids in my mind.
I'm not saying they
That
not.
19-year-old, like you said, supposed to know better.
I'm not saying they
supposed
not,
to
but
do
I'm just
something
saying a 14-year-old girl or boy is not seducing a 19, 20-year-old
No.
unless they have a mental
Yeah.
handicap.
Something
That's
is
what I'm
mentally
saying.
wrong with you if no 14-year-old is not coming up to no 20-year-old and
They look like
running
babies.
game.
So it would be
Fuck
the other
outta here.
it would be the other way around. What you saying? So the 19-year-old should
Yeah.
be seducing the 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's what's gonna be doing the seducing. Me, think about it. I see them get off the school bus right now. They don't look like, hey, like my coworker. Hell, hell no, they look like
I ain't
babies.
that- but that 19 though.
Yeah.
19, you technically supposed to be like a freshman in college, sophomore in college.
Yeah,
or some
you're
shit.
you're out of high school. Let's just be honest.
Sometimes.
Cause no, legally now you can't be 19 in high school no more.
What?
Yeah, because
Never
of
heard
because
that
of
shit.
lawsuits. Because you got to think in Illinois,
Yeah, I remember when niggas was turning 18.
right? They was
Their girlfriend that they had all of high school. Soon as the nigga turned 18, daddy called the police. Like, I don't like you, nigga. You gotta go.
Exactly.
I got you.
School started you get on the hook for that shit.
But I know some niggas that was out here grabbing checks from chicks that was older than them. We was teenagers. But
I mean,
they
yeah.
like, they freshmen fucking with seniors.
But let's be real though. I think our society looks at that different. Like you said, when the
It's a
young
double
guy
standard.
get the older, the older guys
It's all
kind of
type
high
of
five.
But the
You know what
women
I'm
do that shit too, though. Low key.
What?
Some women are accepting of another younger chick with I guess the sugar daddy kind of situation, an older man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've always been told that women are more mature than us. They
And
grow
that's
up
the whole
faster
lie,
than us.
too.
And that's a lie
That's
that
a
men
lie.
that I feel men put out there to make what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? More
Justified.
valid. Yeah,
Right.
to
More
justify them
valid.
touching little
Justified.
girls.
Yeah,
Yep.
I believe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yep.
that shit was, but that's some shit that
Because if
motherfuckers
that's
have
the
preached
case-
to us all these years.
Right, because if that's the case, how these motherfuckers keep getting, how women keep getting manipulated if we so fucking mature?
Exactly. And getting pregnant and
I
left
was
on the side of the
naive.
road. and-
Right.
I was so naive.
We are not fucking mature than
No.
men. We are all fucking.
I think
you
y'all
know.
mindset is a little more a 15-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl. I think a 15-year-old girl's mindset is a little more future based. Like, she's thinking more of her future at 15 than a boy is.
I agree with that, but I also think that when younger girls, women or young girls are more organized than men, and we just naturally think because they have more organization that they're smarter than us.
Exactly, and you know why? That's because we have more chores. That's really bait. That's really it.
That's kind of true.
No.
Fuck out of here.
Yes, it
No.
is. Yes, it
Fuck
is.
that.
That's because we have to do more cooking, more cleaning. So that is how people tend to think we're more mature because we have to look after younger siblings. We have to do more that way. So it puts us into
y'all
the whole
different than y'all do me. All that shit you talking, I did. All of that shit.
But wait, did you have older sisters?
No.
Exactly.
That's why.
That's
See,
why.
I was just going to get to that because
So if I had older sisters, I wouldn't have had to do none of that.
Dude,
My mama fucking up. Then.
Dude, I had friends because when Nola was saying it, I was thinking like, wait a minute, I did all that shit too, but I'm only child, so of course I did. But I had friends who had sisters,
and they had to basically be mama too.
And they didn't really do much of shit because they sisters did it.
Right. So
see, it was you and your brother, so you was the oldest, so yeah, you had to do everything.
So it's a lot of maternal shit that parents kick down to those girls. It's not that they're actually maturing any faster than these boys.
They just put them in a more mature situation.
Exactly, in a more
responsibility
position. It's that mind is still developing at the same damn rate.
So you don't think that girl with all that responsibility that's being put on her don't want to go back to being a child or go forward to being a woman? Like, I know that for a fact. As teenagers, the only thing that justifies your adulthood is sex. That's the one thing that every boy be like, man, I got me some pussy. I'm a man. And a woman be like, I ain't got no virginity no more. I'm a woman. That's like one of them situations. I never got
that vibe from women. For men, yeah.
I know chicks that have preyed on men. Like, so I know a girl say that she found a nigga in high school that had a baby. Mm-hmm. He already had a baby. She like, that nigga knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. I want to lose my virginity to him. And she preyed on that nigga until he bust her down and they had sex. He took her virginity. She knew what she wanted and knew who she was going to get it from.
Now, out of 500 girls, how many would you say you would feel the same way? Yeah,
that's someone that's rare.
So you don't think that there's a 50-50 shot that there's some girls that like, my daddy told me to hold on to this shit.
Hold on to this shit, what you mean?
The virginity. Hold on to this. My daddy told me to hold on to this virginity. Or I didn't have a daddy, and I know my virginity is precious. And other ones like, man, I just want to get this shit out the way. Let me have sex.
I think for the most part, a lot of it came down to you, my boyfriend, I like you.
Yeah.
We kissing. Okay, let's try. That's usually how most motherfuckers lost their fucking virginity. It wasn't no
but
big,
that example you gave
no
with
big
old girl,
science project.
Yeah, the one
to
targeting.
It.
Yeah, I know some that have, but out of 500, I'd probably say 10.
500 a big number, nigga.
No, I'm
Let's go for 100.
Yeah, but I'm just
out of 100, how many?
5.
I
say 5. 2 to 5. Yeah.
It's like that. You think?
Yeah, I don't.
Because I don't think that many.
I just was there. I grew up. So we had our summers at the pool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we got out of high school. We got out of school. We had our summers at the pool, and it was a lot of the girls at the pool was just like choosing niggas like. You gonna take my virginity. We not gonna be boyfriend and girl. I just want you to fuck so I can get this virginity shit out the way. And it was the pressure of other girls. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not denying that pressure. I just don't think it's that many girls who
They calculated like that?
Yeah, that's gonna come out and just say, take my virginity.
Like that?
Because I got cousins.
I don't know. I don't know,
women. I know women that say, no, I want him to take my virginity.
It was,
but I don't think it's more so like, I need my virginity taken before the summer, like
right.
Now. Like they was choosing, they was choosing who they wanted.
So if we had that conversation, it was like, so you think you go give it? You think you go? Is it go be with Craig? Because all the niggas my age had the same name: Eric, Craig, Window.
Window.
You fucking
right.
You fucking Windows.
Window. Just think about
fucking
it.
Windows.
It was a gang of them Lamonts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a Lamont in my
It was a gang. It was all of them niggas had the same name.
And he was touching everything.
It was a nigga that was in 7th to 8th grade with us, bro.
It was just like your boyfriend. So it wasn't no calculated like you go take. No.
But so I was watching. It's funny to say I was watching Blockers the other day. The name of the movie is Cock Blockers. So all the kids, the girls.
I keep seeing that.
So the
is
girl,
it good?
John Cena was in the shit.
Is it good?
It was.
Okay.
So the girls,
the title don't
the
even
girls,
sound good.
the girls in the adults' daughters they came up with this pact. It was a virginity pact. They was gonna have sex on prom night.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna lose our virginity on prom night. Some of the girls wanted to do it, some wouldn't, but the pressure was kind of, weighing heavy on them.
Yeah.
And the parents found out through iCloud, phone messages, and all that type of shit. So they chasing them around town, trying to make sure that they don't fuck on prom night. Long story short, nobody fucked. The parents embarrassed themselves, blah, blah, blah. But
damn, we should have said spoiler alert.
The pack, everybody finna watch this shit. But
I was.
You still watching, like, oh, that's what happened. But the pack made me realize that, like, it's some people out here, some kids out here that just be, trying to grow up. And that's their way of thinking that makes them grown.
I agree, but
sex?
Man, sex, drinking, cigarettes, all that type of shit.
Anything
like,
that
adults do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It doesn't have to be just one clear thing. Anything that just makes you want to seem like an adult. I used to sneak and drink. My mother did some old shit, tell you.
You gonna get a whooping still.
I know. My mother's drink was to tell you that now in today's time this shit would probably be frowned upon, but she used to be like, go make me a drink, and I knew exactly how to make it. It was a Southern Comfort and ginger ale because she was a lady. But I used to sneak.
The ginger ale was for the lady. Southern Comfort for that deep down. I need to get drunk.
But my daddy didn't drink. It's my mother.
My old man didn't drink either. He drank beer every once in a while.
Yep, my father didn't drink shit, and
on holidays.
But so I used to sneak when they would leave. I would sneak and drink.
Yeah.
Southern Comforts and ginger ale and sit on the couch with my
like
arm.
a lady.
Right, with my arm.
You felt
on the
older.
end. Right.
You felt older.
I was like, look at me being an adult.
Mm-hmm.
No bullshit.
With the Rottweiler.
My mama had that. My mama had that long ass cigarette holder.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that shit?
Mm-hmm. With
And
the Virginia Slim.
I smoked that, and that's exactly what she smoked. She smoked Virginia Slims. My old man smoked Cool Miles. Like, and she had that little thing, and she smoked the cigarette long as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And she smoking out of it. I'm like, that shit look like. I'm gonna try that shit one day.
But my problem, not problem, but my thing with the
that
whole,
shit.
being trying to be an adult is, if you tried that around an adult, they supposed to stop you. You get what I'm saying? Like all these,
If they care about you,
yeah, all these
That was the
adults
catch.
fucking these kids and shit. Like, you can try to say it's the young boy, the young girl fault all you want. As an adult, you're supposed to say you're too young, move on. You know what I'm saying? You're too young for this Southern Comfort and ginger ale, Nola. So no, I'm not gonna make you one. Same thing with Ancient and the Cigarette.
you got a problem.
But
that person has a problem.
But that's my thing. R. Kelly has a problem. And he's getting a pass because society has a problem. Mm-hmm. Society is the one that keep lowering the ages for what is it called? Statutory.
Society is the one that let people get away with it way before R. Kelly came along.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's not just way before R. Kelly
Famous
came
people
on.
too.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
That shit that like
but
I was
it's
reading
mostly
about
men,
Richard.
though. Let's
I mean,
just be real. It's just mostly
it's
men.
mostly men. But at the same time, though, the age distance thing has happened with women, but they wait till that man is grown. So Madonna done done it, J-Lo done done it. You know what I'm saying? Having a stretch of 10 years between them and the man that they deal with.
No, I'm talking about underage.
Well, that's what I'm
Not
saying.
the
But
20 and 30.
I'm just saying, just the distance thing. But women are a little more, they're a little more morally sound when it comes to doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
A man would grab a 16, like, I did not know that Priscilla Presley was 14. But she also came from a country where that shit is condoned.
So?
I'm just saying, it's more moral. Your morals are set from how you was brought up. You were brought up in the United States of America where they said, God damn it, you ain't grown and can't have sex till you're 18. You shouldn't. But in the country in Germany where she was from, that shit happened all the time.
But that's what I'm saying.
He just brought that shit
I don't
here.
believe those morals were brought up in America. They said legally, but behind the scenes you can do whatever you want, and they just pacified it with all these other bullshit laws.
Bro, it's some motherfucker right now that's locked up in the state of Georgia for getting some head in the state. Fellatio is illegal in the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
Not even as a married couple, as a woman supposed to be sucking a man's dick.
Right, but you can fuck a 16-year-old.
Exactly. That's
what
my
I'm saying.
point. Like,
And you can have sex with an animal.
With
what?
Yeah, with an animal.
Wow.
Like, some states just started outlawing bestiality. Think about that. So, again,
I didn't really know this shit existed until I actually seen it with my own two eyes. I don't want to talk about it.
But that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, we keep bringing up this R. Kelly thing, but we're not talking about the real fucking problem. And again, I'm not saying that, you know, he should get a pass. What I'm saying is, let's just be fucking honest, especially black community, and admit that we did not see a problem with this.
It was his fame that made it a bad thing.
Not just R. Kelly. I mean, just we didn't see a problem
with it at all.
With anybody, famous, non-famous. The girls in our high school, they college kids.
So many niggas in the hood got the young chicks pregnant.
Yeah, like
I know
we
a
didn't
nigga
see a
got
problem with.
3
Nobody reported this to the
sisters
police.
Pregnant. He was 25 years old. The oldest was 19, 18, and 16. He got all 3 of them pregnant.
Right. So now y'all see us a problem with R. Kelly, but see us a problem with everybody else too. You know what I'm saying? He a monster. I'm sorry, but they monsters too. You can't look at him as a monster and then look at your brother or your cousin or your uncle who had all these little young girls pregnant as not the same monster because y'all family. Just got to be honest.
And then they blame. I don't really agree with the whole part of blaming the little girl because she was taking money from him.
No, I don't either.
Like, money does not make it okay. You know what I'm saying? She was around here spending up money, and she get her hair and her nails and her shoes and all the type of shit. But that was the shit that was the easy part for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was easy to get her a little couple dollars and her to run around here and think she was special.
Right.
That's how he was winning.
And I don't like everybody blaming parents.
I blame every parent that was on that fucking R. Kelly documentary. I blame every single last one of them, bro. Especially the nigga that say, I felt comfortable with my daughter going on stage with R. Kelly because I raised her and I know that she know better. And then what happened? 3 years later, they looking for her ass.
The reason why I don't give parents no blame is because we got to figure out, not figure out, but we all know this. Just because you have a kid don't mean you smart.
No, hell no. That's a bunch of horrible fucking parents.
Exactly. So again, I don't blame dumb
people.
Who
in the fuck takes their daughter to an R. Kelly concert?
I don't care.
No,
I still don't.
Wait a minute. Let's wrap our minds around that. This nigga is gyrating and humping and singing about fucking and got bitches in cages and all type of shit. And you take your child to this concert? That's bad parenting off the rip, bro.
I don't see it no different than taking your kids anywhere. Because a parent does not mean you smart. But again, R. Kelly is a fucking adult.
My parents took me to see Purple Rain.
Right. I went to go see Boomerang with my mother.
They didn't know what that was going to be about, but everybody knows what the fuck R. Kelly movies, concert
if you've never been to a concert, you don't know.
Man.
I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the parents don't have any fault, but I'm just saying I don't blame them because, again, if I bring my child to Ancient House tomorrow, and my child say, Ancient, I need a gun. Give me a gun. Ancient being the adult supposed to say, get the fuck out my face.
No, I'm gonna go deeper than that because I'm a deep nigga.
But you get what I'm saying.
At the end, I'm like, man, get the fuck out.
Right. He's not gonna turn around. Here you go. I mean, if
and then I'm gonna turn around and say, Steve, your child asked me for a pistol.
Thank you.
What fucking kind of parenting are you doing?
You know what? That was funny and that was true, and I think that's the problem right there.
Some of these parenting are you doing when your child need a pistol? Right.
Some of these parents get looked at like shit. I don't want to get judged. I don't want to get judged by society on my parenting skills.
I do, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's our generation in a whole, because that's why we spoil the fuck out our kids. That's why our kids is entitled like they are. All that type of shit.
No, our generation on this topic is we need to shut up.
Period.
I'm just being honest.
Motherfuckers,
our generation need to be quiet because
I know motherfuckers who are celebrating their 40th birthday, and their child is like 25.
Yeah. Like, our generation need to be quiet. Seriously, because I was sitting there and I was like, man, I felt like this is a part of our history, the whole R. Kelly talk. But then at the same time, it was like, damn, this is a part of our history and we didn't do shit.
The terminology
we didn't do a damn thing.
This is a part. They said it in the documentary. This is a part of pop culture.
It is.
What the fuck?
We
literally
allowed it.
Kept going to concerts, kept buying music. This is literally all on us.
It is.
We had babies to this.
I've never been.
Yes, people had babies to a pedophile's music. Let's just put that shit out there.
If you
I'm sorry, he's not a pedophile. I got to get the term because I'm tired of them calling him pedophile.
The thing is,
it begins with an E. Go ahead.
Yeah, the thing is, probably most of our children was born
and he said it in a million songs.
Go ahead.
Was made off R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, yeah. Yeah. Mine was Jodeci, but still, them niggas was beating up people anyway. So they was abusive. Ain't no better or no worse.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the fucked up. Okay, well, first off, let me get that term, cause I'm getting tired of him getting called a pedophile. If you're gonna call somebody shit, call him the correct.
So what's the difference?
It's so dope because it's
because pedophile is between it likes you.
There's an age.
Like pubescent women. Pubescent. Thank you, because I'm stuck with words.
I got you.
Pubescent women before puberty that don't show
12,
any.
10 to maybe 14.
No, before that.
Right.
It's women. It's girls before puberty.
Before
they develop breasts and hormones start running and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
So this is babies. We talking about.
I guess we look at them as babies.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they ain't even. Basically, they can line them next to a boy.
Yeah.
And they look like a boy.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the word:
crazy.
edophilia.
Yeah, edophilia.
Edophilia is the primary sexual interest in mid to late adolescence, generally aging between 15 and 19. That's what it's edophilia. See, y'all learned something on Stezo Radio.
No doubt.
But yeah, and I got told that because everybody kept saying he got charged with pedophilia with the piss tape, and I was like, no.
He got charged with
it was sexual misconduct of a minor. Which again, y'all go Google this. And I wish y'all would stop arguing on fucking Facebook when you can go Google these facts too. Some of you motherfuckers piss me the fuck off.
You know what? They don't know when they Googling shit what's the truth and what's not. They ain't.
But keep Googling.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm speaking for the.
I feel you, but
shut
the fuck up then.
Yeah, if you don't know the truth, shut the fuck up. Like
y'all be going so deep.
Stay quiet.
I don't even think it's that ancient. I just don't even think they're Googling.
They just don't care. They're just taking whatever you say
and
running with it.
You going by the Facebook gossip.
Hey, I've sat here at this table for like, damn, I thought that was for real. So I'm guilty of the shit myself before. I ain't finna let it come back out of my mouth if I don't know if it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people out here that just ain't really. They don't care enough to even look it up. But to give a fuck about what's going on.
But you know what that pissed me off, Ancient? You don't care enough to look up the info, but you spent the last 7 days
arguing,
combating with motherfuckers online.
Yeah, and sharing other
900 comments.
Right, and sharing stuff. Yep. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yep. Regurgitating the same bullshit over and over again.
Right.
And don't want to pull shit up. And, and again, I tell everybody, look, if you're a fan of his music, you're a fan of R. Kelly, because all of a sudden now, a lot of you motherfuckers calling him Robert. Like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all really like cool y'all with Robert, huh? You know what I'm saying? But if that's your thing, then just come out and say, you know what? I don't care what y'all say. Like I told y'all before, when they was going at see, now I'm having a brain fart.
Chingy?
No, when they was going at Eddie Murphy.
About the he, she, transvestite.
I said it out my mouth. Motherfucker, I'm a huge Eddie fan. If Eddie fucking dudes, he can fuck all the dudes he want. I'ma still watch Raw. I'ma still watch Harlem Nights. I'ma still watch Coming to America.
Fucking those little boys.
And that's my thing I was getting up to next. Because I think, again, with all of this shit, if R. Kelly was doing this to little boys, especially black boys, because we're going to get on the whole them being black girls too, not being in jail, I think his support would not be the way it is. If R. Kelly was doing gay stuff,
black folks would not be
thank you.
Fucking singing his praises. Yeah,
we're very homophobic.
We homophobic as hell.
Yeah,
we're very
like
homophobic.
they would not be.
That's kind of how Eddie Murphy fell off.
Exactly. You know
that's
what
how Johnny Gill fell off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Let a gay rumor come out about you.
Now this is the thing though. I'm ashamed of the fact that there was only John Legend to speak up from the male perspective.
As far as celebrities?
I think he's like the gayest acting motherfucker ever. I don't know if he's gay or not. I know he married to Christy Teigen or whatever, but he's soft as fuck.
Why?
And if he can speak up, I don't fuck with John Legend. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, why do you see him as soft?
But he just looks soft as fuck. I think it's because he light skinned. No shout out to none of them light skinned niggas, but I just think he's a bitch. Personally, he's a bitch ass nigga. Like, not on some gay shit, just on some sweet chuck ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I need a more masculine motherfucker to say, yeah, R. Kelly, he wrong. I need that. For me, as a masculine motherfucker, to stand up and say, you right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me say this.
She about to defend this nigga.
You up
Well,
to defending the John
Hey, it
Legend?
was.
Yes.
Wait,
Go
before
ahead,
you said
go
it,
ahead.
it was a toss-up though. I kind of respect him for even speaking out because he is an R&B singer. He's in
But
this
you
genre.
wanted more masculinity.
I just wanted a more masculine. And then at the end of the day, when I said that, I couldn't even find a motherfucker that I would replace with him. I can't fuck with Tank. I can't do Genuine. I can't do none of these R&B niggas because none of them seem masculine to me.
Okay, now go ahead, Nola.
Now, you said John doesn't seem masculine, but he's R&B, and when we think of R&B, we don't really think of super masculinity. Number one, with that.
That's true.
Number two,
Good point.
you wanted someone to speak out against R. Kelly that's masculine. Most masculine men don't speak on other men's business, so you wasn't gonna have that no way.
I think, but
That's
that's my
true,
problem.
yeah.
I think he should have known that. He should have sat his ass down somewhere.
But why?
Nah, yeah, why?
But
sit
he's
down?
also one thing I can say about John Legend, he's consistent. He is an advocate of everything that is right.
I mean, Common said something. He didn't say anything on a
Documentary,
docuseries.
They
but
had a brief thing where Chance the Rapper said that he regret making a song with R. Kelly. Now they got Lady Gaga coming out like I should have never made no song
But you
with this
know what?
nigga. Like,
Chance shouldn't have said nothing.
no, Chance should have sat back. He should have chilled.
No,
So-
I'm not saying chill. I'm just saying because again, Chance is that young. What is Chance? 20 what?
Chance like 25.
Exactly. I'm not saying he shouldn't have said nothing in some, in whatever. But
well,
what
you
I'm
know
saying
why
is,
though,
He
right?
could have hid behind his generation.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
But
that's,
they asked
that's
him.
kind of sad
Be-
that he.
be-
Go ahead.
well, it was the reason why they asked him because his drummer
Mhm.
is the girl that got peed on.
Oh, that's
Brother.
her brother.
Oh, so he has a relation.
Right.
He got a
Okay.
direct
So
connection.
he has a direct connection.
Mhm.
So, which has now opened a whole can of worms that he may have should have, like, when they came to him and been like, oh, nah, I'm going to leave that alone because it has came out now about his whole crew. That
Whose crew?
Chance,
Okay.
like one of his friends, one of his main partners that's, that everybody knows, raped a girl at 13.
So his associates got some shit going on.
Right. And so he's trying to get from up under it now. Like, he put out that tweet, like, all these people around me, I don't know what to think. I'm going to have to separate myself. So he's catching major
All kind of
backlash.
flack,
Right.
And again, people that's always asking, in defense of my generation, this is why nobody said nothing. Because if you go after R. Kelly, you better make sure your closet clean, your mother, father, sister, brother, best friend,
Your
like you
boss,
said, drummer.
Your employee
Right.
next to you.
Everybody got to be
The
clean.
nigga that you got your coffee from this morning, everybody better be spotless.
Exactly. Because you see they going at the, what's his, Tariq.
Torre.
Yeah, Torre. Because
Yeah, instantly. He
Yeah.
had some kind of run-in with some chick that said he...
Well, that happened.
yeah, that was a while ago.
right.
But this is the thing, though. This is my thing. If they would have just used his interview in the documentary and not had him speaking, he wouldn't have had no problem.
Yes, he would have.
He still would have.
Anybody attached to this project
It's going to have a problem.
is getting dirt dug up. And this, again, is why motherfuckers didn't say shit before.
That's why they out here right now looking for his ex-manager.
Yeah, they got a warrant for his arrest
His
because
brother already still in jail, and he can't do shit. His little brother, that's the one they were saying that he was the one that peed on the shorty.
yeah,
And
he
you-
tried to get him
Ain't no
take.
way in hell them
Yeah.
motherfuckers could get mixed up.
Right.
It ain't happening.
So yeah, again, if y'all wondering why nobody said shit or try to do shit, this is why. Because everybody, you and everybody around you, better be crystal clean.
Bro, the funniest shit is I think the Boondocks just hit it on the head. Like that
Hell,
whole
that
episode
whole-
of R. Kelly with the whole. This nigga is not an icon. Y'all are protecting him. He got a problem. He need help. They said all that shit on the Boondocks. All that shit.
You talking about this episode?
All that shit. You know what I'm saying? They said all that shit. Nobody was like, hey, it's funny. And they kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's on it. Right. This nigga's on the motherfucking stand dancing and all type of shit. Like that shit was the closest to the truth ever. Dave Chappelle hit that shit and
That goddamn Riley. Boo.
And just so y'all gotta live off our reenactment of it, here's that clip right now. But yeah, Ancient, you right though. You right. I
They
mean,
talked about that shit a long time ago.
let's just be 100% honest. You're right.
And I'm sitting here right now. I seen him at Kenwood. I seen him at the roller rinks. I seen him at malls. And I think we are different than the rest of the world because we're here with him. We was here in Chicago seeing R. Kelly in random ass places. I seen him at Rock and Roll McDonald's before they tore it down and built the one that they built now. He was there doing his thing. Bunch of motherfucking kids in Hyde Park. You know what I'm saying? At the Rock and Roll Bar. Bunch of motherfuckers at the McDonald's in Hyde Park right there off South Shore. Like, all that shit, off of Stony Island, all that shit was... The funniest thing about this, as I'm watching it, every rumor I ever heard, bro, came up in that fucking documentary.
And go back to that, too. Because, again, I know people going to say you keep saying it, but, again, we were in our teenage years. We were in our teenage years hearing this shit. When y'all heard about him, in the like Ancient just said. So, when y'all heard he was at the high school, we were in high school. You know what I'm saying? We were in high school.
Me and Aaliyah are the same age.
Exactly.
If Aaliyah was alive right now, she'd be 40 years old.
We were doing our thing. So to think that we would turn into activists because we heard R. Kelly had the Hummer at River Oaks, he had the Corvette at River Oaks, he had the Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Kenwood.
Right. He was on 79. I never forget being on 79 when he got the ticket for playing his music loud. And it was just like, oh, that's Kells. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all got to remember this. We were teens.
Wait a minute. What was happening at 79?
Oh,
break that shit down.
Nah, we'll go to that somewhere. I want to stay here.
79th was famous for a whole bunch of wild shit going on back
car
then.
clubs, music. It was
parking
a
lot
hangout
full of
spot.
parties.
Yeah, it was a hangout spot.
Shit was, it ain't what it is now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he got a ticket for playing his music loud and all that. He's like, fuck the ticket. He said to police station, fuck the ticket, ripped it up, and turned this shit back up in that Jeep that y'all saw from the videos. But again, we were all in our youngin' days. We were all in our it's about us days.
We the
you know
witnesses.
what I'm saying? Right.
We was the witnesses.
Right. But we
witnessed
wasn't
this shit.
we wasn't out there to be like, we gonna be able to stop him from doing what he was doing. So y'all gotta kinda stop with the whole y'all let this happen. No. You know what I'm saying? Because we learned a lot of shit from that document. Believe it or not. Even living through them times, we learned shit that we didn't know. Like I just found out it was his sister that molested him.
You know what?
And we knew he got touched back then, but we didn't know that.
You'll watch this documentary and you be like, damn, that was really happening? Because back then you were here and it was a rumor and you like, that shit can't be true. And then you come this fucking, here it is, 2019, and you watching this shit like, damn, that was for real?
Yeah.
I could have did something about that? I didn't know.
Yeah. And that's the point I was trying to get to.
I'm not living in that man's house. I'm not, you know, his whole life is private.
Man, some of my closest friends knew women or knew back then girls.
Bro, I know
who was going to the party.
Now.
That's what I'm saying.
Right
so
now.
Y'all gotta stop thinking that, okay, we knew R. Kelly had a party. We knew he was in there with 12-year-olds. We supposed to run there with grenades, guns waving, and save everybody like Rambo.
No bullshitting. He used to they used to let him get the Markham Field House in the south suburbs, right? Markham, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to go in there, and they said it in the documentary. The man liked basketball, period. We hooped. You get an invite. It wasn't an invite. It was like, man, we about to hoop at the field house. You go to the field house, like, damn, R. Kelly here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we in that it's a bleacher full of chicks. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers from our high school, other surrounding high schools, whatever, blah, blah. It's a tour bus outside and a car, whatever, Hummer, some special shit. We in that motherfucker hooping at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We leave the fucking field house in a tour bus and go back to his crib in Olympia Fields, and they have a party where half the motherfuckers that was there either wasn't invited or they disappeared when you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at one point you couldn't drive to his house anymore. You had to get on the bus.
On the bus with him, because it's a gate to that motherfucker. Like ain't no getting in.
Yeah. Because
but in that community, a lot of them are gated like that too, though. No,
not this house.
I say in that community.
No,
I'm not saying his house. I'm saying over there in that neighborhood, a lot of them got gates up.
I've been in his house, past and present. There was only one house in this neighborhood that has a gate.
No, I'm not saying that block. No, Olympia Field has they have a lot of gated. I used to do school bus over. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of gated community. Like I don't want to make it seem like he had this fortress of solitude like Superman.
It damn near seemed like that. Though.
I know, but what I'm saying is it was a lot of houses over there with gates. See, I guess what I'm trying to say is this is where they fucked up at. When they didn't get R. Kelly with the Aaliyah, when they didn't get R. Kelly with the piston on the tape, R. Kelly got better.
Yeah.
So
Cause
before,
they was talking about how
Right.
his
The
entourage, they got it's
Right.
a program.
that's what I'm saying. So before
It's a whole set out system to how he doing this
So
shit. Like
before he
what they
was-
said that it was chicks that was on stage and they was all backstage and he slide motherfuckers the number, or he was in the mall and he pointing at a motherfucker and another dude go over there and give her the number. That shit was systematic.
But that's what
he
I'm saying.
had a fucking plan.
That's why I don't want people thinking like he had this house because they don't know what Olympia Fields is. We know. No, I don't want y'all
We're talking
thinking
about it from a first-hand perspective.
that he had this house out in the field with
No,
a gate and it
no,
just
this
looked
is
at
a
like
neighborhood.
it looked like it just stood out. No, he moved to a community where having gates around your house to get in and out wasn't a big deal.
It was the norm.
He perfected his monster.
Let's clear it up right now. The house that he bought was not a house that he built from the ground up. This house was bought from a motherfucker who owned multiple McDonald's. They called it the McDonald's house before he bought it.
And you know what? You know
He
what else is
took the
crazy?
Mac D off of it and put
People-
an R on the gate when he moved in.
People keep that video he had with Keith Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? I don't know. It's gonna be a
It's
party.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They think
Or
that
Home
house,
Alone or some shit.
They think that house
Is the house.
No,
is the house.
That's not the house.
That's why I'm trying to make it
That's not the
clear.
house.
No.
This is a
That was
big
a- that
ass,
was- that was a old-
stupid ass log cabin.
Yeah,
The
that was
house
an
that
old
they
church
showed
in
on
that, in that video. That was
the
an old
house
church.
that they showed on the documentary is the real house
Right. So I don't want y'all
with
thinking
the log
that.
pillars and all that type of shit.
I don't want y'all thinking that he just had this secluded rural area. No, he went to a neighborhood where privacy was key.
He lived in the subdivision.
Subdivision.
as they
Exactly.
like to-
Bro,
Privacy was
the
key.
mayor of this village lives at his gate.
But see, I need them to understand that when they hear this.
Yeah, I'm telling you this for a reason.
Right, yeah, because
The mayor of Olympia Fields lived at his gate.
because they just keep thinking that. Well, I don't understand. If a tour bus and all these fancy cars and women get out, wasn't it a red flag? No, in this
Not behind that
neighborhood,
gate?
exactly. In this neighborhood, it's not a red flag. Is what I
Not
want y'all to
behind that
understand.
gate. Not at all.
Because they just, they really do think that, because they block is,
And
7
then-
to 10 houses, across the street, and a bus barely fits down their street.
Check this out.
Now, this is not that kind of
Do you
small
know-
time neighborhood.
I can count the bedrooms in this house. There are more than 10 bedrooms in this house.
It's a big house,
It's a big, stupid ass house.
right? To have women in,
Big, stupid ass house.
to have
Alright?
women in.
So if you wanted to do some freaky shit and have a chick in each room and nobody knew that it was like that, like you was hiding some shit, this is the house to hide it in. Like if his wife was home and he had other chicks in his crib, it was possible. This is
Exactly.
a big, stupid ass house, bro.
Exactly. Don't think this just a regular, what I'm saying?
This ain't no regular old mansion.
regular
that you-
ranch with a
Right,
basement.
this is a big stupid ass built on the side of a hill ass house. Like this is some Batcave Bruce Wayne Manor type
We
shit.
get it. Relax.
This motherfucker's huge. I'm just reiterating.
Jeez.
Like the shit. It fucked me up because the shit that they were saying in this documentary all made sense because I physically been in some of these places. Like I'm like, damn, this is possible.
And remember what they said about the Georgia house. They was like, wait a minute. How did he have all these girls in separate rooms to where they couldn't even see each other? I'm just saying, ancient is saying this is how. The house wasn't small, y'all. Stop
this
thinking
house-
it's a.
That Georgia
fucking
house,
big
that
as
girl
hell.
that went in,
Jocelyn
that
shit.
Yeah.
house, yeah.
That house bigger than the Olympia Fields house.
That house was
So think about that.
I ain't never seen that house. But
I'm
if
just
it's
saying,
bigger than that Olympia Fields house,
when
that
they
shit
showed
is a
the
mall.
when they
Do you
showed
hear
the
me?
over, the
Nigga,
overhead
that shit
view,
is a hospital if it's bigger
that's
than
what
that
I'm
house.
saying. Because everybody like when the girl was saying we would text each other and hopefully
Try to meet up in the bathroom.
meet in the bathroom. They like, because again, y'all thinking about y'all house.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all thinking about
Right,
y'all
you
house.
could put all your houses on one block in this nigga house.
Exactly.
It's a all-suite bathroom to damn near every room in
Right.
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like you thinking master bedroom, all-suite bathroom. This is a bathroom for every fucking room in this house,
Right.
bro.
And he has over 8 to 10.
And then this so-called Colorado room where he peed on a girl, where he
Yeah.
did most of his videotaping, that shit's gone now.
Yeah, they knocked
Any
that.
evidence that would have existed in that
Well, that's
room,
been gone.
it's
Yeah.
gone. Yes.
It's been gone.
Yes. No, but when I seen it, it was studs. Like it hasn't been completely rehabbed yet. It's a whole situation where it's new. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now that's the problem I do have, like, because he said it himself, y'all should have got me 30 years ago. And because shit didn't happen, he got better.
And
He's got
better.
more insulated.
You have to.
Yeah,
You have
because
You gotta have people, and you got the money to to make it better.
The simplicity of it is it turned into a cult.
Now, before we
This
go
the
log
term that
out,
they
'cause
using.
we coming up on time. All I ask is this: everybody out there who's really serious about this whole R. Kelly thing and bringing whatever you feel him and his crew to justice, why don't y'all tell us his people that work for him?
Yes.
Post his people that work for him. Post their information. Put that shit on social media. Let us know who his team is, so we can know who's been responsible for all this shit for the past 15, 20 years.
They took the money. They can do the time.
Right.
Yeah. So why don't y'all do that? Investigate that so we can find out who else
Because it wasn't
is
just him.
helping R. Kelly. Because again,
He had so much help.
right. And I'm gonna say this before you log out: he can't be a fucking musical genius and illiterate person that can't read, and then an evil genius.
Yeah, they were talking about how the fuck he
Shit don't
supposed
work like that.
how he supposed to be booking these hotel rooms and these flights and all this type of shit. He
Yeah.
can't read and
Well,
write.
you know he don't fly.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying, but he was booking it for chicks. Like,
Right. So he's not
Right.
building
Somebody else was
itineraries.
doing this shit.
exactly. So y'all pick a lane.
Mhm.
Either he's illiterate or he's a fucking evil, manipulating, pedophile genius.
He's a genius, right?
I
He's
can't be both.
He is Mr. Glass. Like, real talk.
And on that note, man, we out.
Stezo's thought of the day.
What's going on, people, man? That was another good show, man. The R. Kelly, trial of R. Kelly, Robert Kelly, or whatever. Robert Sylvester Kelly. It's a very touchy subject. I understand that. I hope we, brought it some, I hate to use the word justice, but, I hope we didn't overstep. I hope we didn't piss y'all off because we really didn't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? The first weekend of the documentary, we went live on Facebook. It wasn't recorded. We just went live. We took calls from listeners and fans and let them voice their opinions. You know what I'm saying? I stayed neutral. But if you listen to the show, you know how I feel about R. Kelly. I'm not a big fan of his. I've been stopped, being an R. Kelly supporter a long time ago. Like I told y'all, me and Aaliyah, we was supposed to get married, but he married her first. That just pissed me off. I'm petty like that. That pissed me off. But seriously, I mean, if you feel a certain way about him, feel that way. If you feel that they need to go after all the bad people, meaning the white people, because that's what I see a lot on Facebook, why they're not going after the white people like that. If you really feel that they're not going after the white guys and girls like this, then you should start it. You should start it. I'm pretty sure you got more than 100 friends on Facebook. Make it your point or your priority to bust their ass out. The Woody Allens, the Harvey Weinsteins, bust their ass out. The Kevin Spaceys, bust their ass out. Blow they shit up, in the water too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how things go viral. If you haven't noticed lately, mainstream media is pretty much social media. You know what I'm saying? Something goes public or something pops on social media on a Monday and Tuesday. Come Wednesday, local news is reporting that. So, hey, make it your job to do that. You won't get paid for it, but if you really feel that way, man, bust their ass out. Shit. Somebody was comparing this shit to the Catholic Church, and when you do your investigation, you understand why the Catholic Church is on another level. That's some old other evil shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some other evil shit. For real. But I really hope this becomes a time to talk publicly about this, because in the black community, we don't really talk about underage dating. We always go back to grandma and grandpa and them, but how we know grandma was happy at 14 years old marrying this 22-year-old motherfucker, cooking and cleaning and bearing kids? We just think that she was happy doing that shit. I mean, I don't know if grandma was cool with that shit. I don't know if grandma was 14 years old saying, I hope Rufus come over here and pick me up and marry me and start fucking me and getting me pregnant. And we don't know. We just think grandma was happy, grandma was nice, she made us cookies, that's the way it was. Just because something was the way it was doesn't mean it was right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I thought dog fighting was just something you did with pit bulls. I didn't know it was wrong till Michael Vick. So, you live and you learn. But again, man, how I always say, tell us how you feel at Stezo Radio. All social media outlets, hit us up. We don't mind. And on that note, we out.